We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
So check it out, y'all. We got Wack 100 going over Max B's paperwork. It's some good content, y'all. Let's find out. Is Max B a rat? Let's get straight to the content. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Run the content.
In the block.
Is everyone crystal clear on what's going on? Is anybody confused? Is there anything that needs to be addressed before I put up the actual work?
The work in saying that Max B gave up the information on where to find the girl, and based upon him giving them that, they found the girl. And I guess probably from that, by them finding the girl then probably gave information on everybody, right? So Pooh Sim saying that Max B, when they helped the police find the girl, it's a chance he wouldn't be in there doing 60, 75 years. Is that what he insinuated?
Right.
And that's Pooh Sim's paperwork. This what he sent in to us. I received it directly. This came straight from him. He's saying this is the actual authentic paperwork, right? I sent it in to you, Reek, and you went over it. You and AB scanned through it, right? And from that, I don't know what the floor think. Is that telling? Is that like if you tell the police, if it's you, another dude and a female, and you tell the police where to find the female, is that telling? But this is the police saying he said it. There's nothing in there documented that says Max B gave this statement. It's just the police saying he said it, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, so do we take the police word for it? You know what I'm saying? Where we come from, do we?
We don't take no
man. Okay, so there you go. This is the conversation. This is why I wanted some New Yorkers on the floor, but I mean, the politics is the politics, so we ain't gonna take the police word for it. It's a chance they could be lying, chance they could be telling the truth, but where we come from, if a nigga cooperate with the police, you're gonna have probably video, you're gonna have some audio, or you're gonna have a written confession. Right? Did y'all find any of that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, keep it rolling, Reek.
So now the link up top is the actual link. Everybody could click the link. This is the actual transcript of everything that's actually going into court. This isn't the paperwork that Pooh Sim sent in. This is actually telling you all the penal codes, all the laws, everything that they're being charged with, and the whole breakdown. Now, Wack, remember I called you earlier and I was going over it, right?
Yep.
So I did find some disturbing stuff after I got off the phone.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Listen, this is the and I be music, man, but I gotta call it, man. What's going on? Now, this is the actual website, the link. Now, this is not no modified paperwork. This isn't something a nigga done sent in. There's no spelling errors. Here goes what's online. And
Yo, Reek, it was looking another way when I got off the phone with you. But is that still looking that way and you just found something else?
Yeah, it was looking another way, but the actual online stuff kind of ties into what's being said. This is where it gets dark.
Okay, well, you're going to have to cover everything, because when I got off the phone with you, Pooh Sims wasn't looking too good.
Nah, he wasn't.
It was looking like when you and AB cross-reference the paperwork on Justia, U.S. law, I believe AB found inconsistencies from the paperwork online, which we're going to call credible, versus the paperwork that Pooh Sim sent in to us. You was showing that it was some misprints and misspells and shit, a lot of shit that just don't happen in paperwork. Right? Okay, so when I was on the phone with you, I'm like, okay, well, if we got a document from an individual saying a nigga then did some telling versus a document from the actual legal, right? I'm gonna side with the actual legal, and it looks like this nigga Pooh Sims created some paperwork. But if you found some other shit, I'm gonna let you roll it from the top to bottom. Let's keep the ball rolling. Shit, I'm all in.
All right. So if everyone clicks the link, I'm gonna read some of these key points that I caught on here. All right, boom. So the trial court explained that the state's allegation that Wingate was responsible for the crimes committed by Leardom and Conway because each defendant acted as the other's accomplice with the purpose that the specific crimes charged be committed. The court gave comprehensive instructions on the elements of the accomplice liability. Wingate, Charlie Wingate, who is Max B, did not submit a proposed charge to the court that integrated the facts with legal elements of accomplice liability, nor did he object at the time of the court instructed by jury. Significantly, Wingate does not explain how the court could have integrated the facts without unduly emphasizing Wingate's role as the person who conceived and conspired the plan enlisted to help Conway and Leardom execute it. More significantly, Wingate cites no authority for the proposition that the trial court must, without a request to integrate all the facts induced during the trial into its jury instructions. Wingate contends that there is no direct evidence of his guilt, and the circumstantial evidence cannot satisfy the proof beyond reasonable doubt standard of proof. He points out that he was not in the room. He was not in the hotel room when the crimes occurred, and he was not even in the state of New Jersey. He emphasizes that the crimes occurred more than 3 hours after Conway and Leardom were last in his presence, and he did not possess a gun, gloves, or duct tape. Wingate's argument overlooks the basic principle of conspirator liability, namely that the agreement is the heart of conspiracy charge, and actual commission of the crime is not to conspirator liability. Wingate's there was no evidence that Conway initiated conspiracy or enlisted Leardom to commit the robbery, and there was certainly no evidence that Conway had anything to do with the previous armed robbery that Wingate committed. Wingate's argument that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities, he is also devoid of merit. It was Conway, not Wingate, who admitted her complicity to the crimes and testified against Leardom and Wingate. The statement Wingate provided to law enforcement authorities about Conway's whereabouts can hardly be deemed cooperation. Wingate also argues that the court erred by imposing consecutive 15-year sentences for his robbery convictions, counts 3 and 4, and consecutive 20-year sentence for his kidnapping convictions, counts 8 and 9, and the consecutive sentences on those counts did not increase Wingate's arrogant prison term. Wingate also argues that the court erroneously failed to find the mitigating factors, specifically arguing the conduct of the result of circumstances unlikely to recur, because he would not have nothing more to do with Conway. He also argues that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities by helping them locate Conway. And that's the actual document that's online, where Max B is stating that he did cooperate with police to locate her.
Wait, slow down. So before, when I talked to you earlier, I don't know if you hadn't went through it. There was nothing in this new paperwork that said Max B helped law enforcement find the lady. So you telling me now, as y'all comb through it, y'all found that actually in the paperwork?
I found that actually on the online paperwork that's in that link up top. When I got off the phone with you, I kept reading, kept going, I've been in this paperwork for days now.
Yeah,
and I finally...
A week ago, a couple 5 days ago, something like that.
Yeah. It was fed up because something just was off. And the actual online document says that He admitted that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities to locate her. And he said, man, I ain't have nothing to do with it. He said, I wasn't in the state. I didn't,
Okay, now we're gonna stop right there. I will say this. I don't give you from what city or state you from these streets. If the police question you, right? Y'all know my rule. Listen, tell them what you didn't do, plead the fifth, tell them where you was and where you wasn't. And leaving at that. The minute you go to mentioning anybody's name, the only way I'm gonna look the other way if you mention a name, if I say, hey, shit, I was at Brother Pitbull house, we was in the backyard lifting weights. At that time, he got cameras and surveillance up. You can contact Brother Pitbull, and I'm pretty sure he'll confirm that. Right? I understand that. But if you are helping law enforcement find somebody, and it's crazy because I got a fresh situation right now with one of my artists. Right now, same type shit. Swear to God, I got the call last night. Nigga look up and his car's on the news and he don't know how because he been gone 2 weeks. Plates everything. But he know where he left the car at. You know what I told him? Call the attorney, let them deal with it. You don't tell them nothing. You know what I'm saying?
right.
All we know is we got your plane tickets on where the been the last 2 weeks. So whatever happened with that vehicle, right? The description don't even remotely fit you. You not going on record telling them nothing. Now what's up is, these don't even wake them up to what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? Right? So this is why I tell a lot of people, don't cross over into these streets because it's really unorthodox, some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to say, hey man, I ain't had nothing to do with nothing. What? I left my car parked over here at Roger House. And then from their point, they gonna go to Roger House, knock on the door and say, well, you had access to the car, was it you? But in our world, the minute we say that, they gonna say, well, you helped lead the police to them that was in the car. See what I'm saying? Even though you've been gone 2 weeks, ain't drove the car, Roger ain't told you what happened, you come back, you oblivious to the fact, you watching the news, you like, damn, that look like my shit. And then they zoom in on the plate and it's your shit. You like, nigga, what day? Nigga, I wasn't even in the state. What the you know what I'm saying? Real shit. Reek, I'm gonna send you some shit right now. I'm gonna up. So in this situation, so now you found what actually says Max B told them where to find the grill. Now, was the grill identified as being a participant in this situation?
No, they didn't tell him that. They didn't tell him why they were investigating her. They didn't say, oh, we're investigating her for a murder or robbery. They approached him because he had a relationship with her. And they approached him on some like, we're trying to locate her. We want to speak to her.
Yeah, he knew better. Came to it.
But now I'm about to read this part to you. What do you think this means? The statement Wingate provided to law enforcement authorities about Conway's whereabouts can hardly be deemed as cooperation.
Wait, say it again.
The statement Wingate provided to law enforcement authorities about Conway's whereabouts can hardly be deemed cooperation.
Well, but that's the law saying it. They ain't got nothing to do with the block.
Facts.
The law don't dictate the politics of the block. Okay, Reek, if I'm in the right, got me boom boom. They talking about Wack. They say you part of robbery, murder. You know what I'm saying? Hotel. Okay, cool. Yo, by the way, do you know Lady Killer? No, I don't. Do you know where to find her? No, I don't. What I will do, first chance, I'll get word to Lady Killer. Yo, I don't know what's happening. They asking about you. Because, see, Lady Killer gonna know why they asking about her. Or she might not. I'm not finna, nigga, listen, anybody the police ask about, I don't know nothing.
Right. I know why they asking about him.
No, I'm saying I don't. He's saying he don't know. That's what I'm saying.
No, but I know.
You know what? Why the police asked about the girl?
Yeah, there was a female involved in that whole situation. I heard about that situation the day after it happened.
So do you think Max B knew?
Of course. Well,
That's
this
the
is what I'm.
question.
This is what I'm gonna say. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, this was a long time ago, but it was two guys that were flashing money, jewelry. They had Benzes. Okay. There was a girl that supposedly, okay, he was with, and the girl told him about the play. There's these two guys. I think they were Spanish. There's these two Spanish guys. They showing a lot of jewelry, a lot of money. They got Benzes. I know the hotel they're staying at. There was only one female, if I'm not mistaken, involved in that.
Yeah.
So that's the one that gave them the play.
So now here goes the question, Reek.
Go ahead.
Max B's defense, what it's supposed to be, nigga, I wasn't nowhere around. But from what bro's saying down here, Adam, he's saying he definitely knew what it was, and he knew it was a female involved, and probably knew the female name involved. So Reek, if this is the case, now in this case, they must have proved. Did they prove that Max B was at the scene of the crime, or did they book him on conspiring to the crime?
Conspiring to the crime, based off Gina Conway's testimony.
There you go.
So Gina Conway says what, Reek?
That Max B lined it up and got me with his stepbrother to line the dudes up to rob them for the 30,000.
Okay.
Because she told them about the 30,000. They got 30,000 in their room. I got a room key. I want the room. It's 30,000 in here. She told Max, and then Max apparently sent the stepbrother over there so they could go book him. It was supposed to be
now
just
you
a robbery.
see why. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. I've been hearing this story. I don't know the details, Adam. You can tell I don't know the details, but I come from the street, so I'm just navigating.
You already know, Wack.
Yeah, the way it go, right? I don't, so that's why I was like, well, Reek, did they book him as far as being there conspiring? And then you tell me the female says she the one gave Max B the information and asked Max B. So Max B saying, I wasn't there. Okay, great. You wasn't there. But this lady who you gave us why would he give her the whereabouts of the chick?
Right.
That's where it get weak.
That's the one that gave the play.
Yeah, but if you a street nigga, you know she probably ain't built like that.
Of course
the last thing you want to do is put her in the hot seat. She gonna tell it all.
Exactly what she did.
Or, and I hate to say it. I hate to say it, bro. I hate to say it. Just because a nigga lift weights real good don't mean he can fight. Just because a nigga's a bully don't mean he's a gangster.
Yeah, he ain't think he was gonna get 75.
Now, you take a nigga now, this is just a few clips I saw over the months. I think it was Max B pressing Jim Jones at one time or something?
Yeah.
Okay, people was sending me shit on this, and I didn't put it read because, if I didn't understand it or wasn't around for it, I ain't gonna speak on it. But they was sending me shit, something about a studio and some other shit, to where Max B was pressing the shit out of Jim Jones. Okay, great. I guess he was rapping, somehow tied into the Coke Boy movements or something with French or something like that. Okay, cool. Right. He had a reputation from what I know, from what I'm hearing. But I keep telling people, bro, just because a nigga good at one thing don't mean he's a all-around situation. Don't mean he's an enduro. Enduro motorcycles is won by land or by by street or off-road. You know what I'm saying? Perform in both spaces, right? Max B, from what I know, hearing these stories, knows better than to give any information. Just plead the fifth and let your legal do it. Now, this is the first time I looked into the paperwork, and when y'all looked into it, and I'm hearing it, and from what it sounds like is Max how did they get to Max B, Reek? If they didn't have the girl first, did they have Pooh first? Or how did they get to Max B? If Max B's not there, that means he can't be identified. Who gave what to get law enforcement to Max B?
Right, that's a good question. Because the people that was in the room, only one person died. When the girl tried to use the little card key to get into the room, it didn't work. So they knocked on the door and they said a woman opened up the door. And old boy that was in the room, he was asleep. So Pooh Sims and Gina Conway forced themselves into the room, and they like, where's the money? They tell them that the money is in another room. The 30,000 it's in another room.
Stop right there. Gina ain't no civilian.
Nah, hell no.
Or did they use Gina just to get the door open?
Nah, she ain't no civilian.
So okay, all right, keep reading.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's a lineup artist.
yeah, keep reading. All right, go ahead. I'm trying to. It's my first time even diving off into this shit. All right.
No, I'm not even reading. This. I'm just giving you the factual stuff that how it happened.
Well, keep giving it to me.
Boom. So they push in. They make a phone call. The girl that's in the room and the guy that's in the room, because the 30,000 is not there. So they make the phone call to get somebody to come up there to actually, so they can get access to the 30,000. Another guy comes in, and he tries to reach for the gun, and they end up. Apparently, Pooh Sims pops him in the head. Boom. Gina Conway, she runs his pockets, gets $800. Pooh Sims leaves with a watch, takes the guy's watch off his wrist. They end up leaving, not getting the 30,000, and they got footage of them in the hotel. That's how they were able to locate that she came to the hotel.
Reek. So you telling me a nigga doing 75 years and all he left is with a timepiece? So the time got him the time, is what they're telling me.
$800 in a laptop.
Huh? Wait, he got a laptop and 800 and the watch?
Yeah, they took the girl laptop too.
Why would you take a laptop? That's a tracking device.
Niggas is stupid.
Wait. So Max B, he got told just by the chick. I mean, a lot of chicks I know, these two Latin guys, Spanish guys, drive Benzes, got Jerry flashing money. Boom, Max like, oh yeah, all right, cool. He calls the stepbrother, yo, we gotta move, boom, 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 I'm out the way. You and to get the door open, y'all go in there, do your thing, check this out, give me 10, y'all break up the rest or whatever else y'all find. Boom, side go. Right? They get in, get out. They get in, no 30, they leave with $800, a laptop, and a watch. Is this a Rolex watch, a Casio watch? We know it ain't an Apple watch, they wasn't out there. What kind of watch is this?
Shit, had to be something they thought that was worth value.
Okay. All right.
It said they took cell phones, laptops, and new clothes.
So wait, hold on.
Because she went shopping the day before to the Louis Vuitton store.
Okay, gotcha. All right, there you go. Gotcha. I get it. So,
damn.
Why did if Max be out the way, you telling me the cameras got the two? Did they get license plate, car? Did they get the face?
They definitely took her car keys too.
But see, they didn't know who this chick was, or they didn't give it up. Well,
no, they seen her in the hotel the day prior. They seen Gina Conway because she had a room key. But when she went back the next day, the room key didn't work. So she was already a familiar face at the hotel, at the Holiday Inn.
And she had a room key to her own room or these two guys' room?
To their room, to the guy's room.
Oh, so they was using her to gain entry. Okay. So she was a POI. She was a person of interest.
Yeah, she was the play. She was the one that came up with the play.
She's a person of interest. So the police, well, maybe whoever was surviving in there maybe gave a description of a woman. Is that in there somewhere? I'm trying to figure out what led them to, okay, we need to talk to this female right here. And this is
It
the
had to be.
thing. If Max B knew from what you saying that the stepbrother, Pooh Sims, and the female was directly involved when they asked information on that female, bro wasn't supposed to do that. Floor is open, my nigga. I don't got no dog in the fight. I don't know Max B. I ain't got nothing against him or nothing. Fresh Montana, my guy. But I'm reading this shit. I'm hearing this shit. We got Adam in here. Adam say he kind of knew what was going on the days after.
Yeah, they got caught pretty much quick. All of them.
So Max B gets snatched first.
Now, I don't know if he got snatched first, honestly. It's been a long time
Well,
since I heard about it. But I found out
he wasn't even arrested. Yeah,
Wait,
he wasn't even arrested.
He did this over a phone?
Yeah.
No, I
Oh, come on.
He wasn't physically there.
Now, Reek, stop. No. Stop. Reek, you know they say you hate New York, okay? Slow down. You telling me right now that the statements Max B gave, he wasn't in custody when he gave these statements?
Oh, no, they saying that he met up with them in person to make these statements.
So he voluntarily came in. It wasn't like...
They called him, and he told them that he didn't want to speak over the phone, apparently, and that he wanted to speak in person.
Was he arrested the day he gave these statements, or did they let him go and come back and get him later?
Oh, they let him go. When they first talked to him, he was full cooperative with trying to help locate Gina Conway. So they didn't have to arrest him.
Okay, and so when they locate, how far thereafter was Gina brought in? Does it give us a timeline on that, or it doesn't spell that out?
Yeah, it said September 27th. Let me see.
What day they talked to Max B versus the day they pulled Gina in?
Oh, it's showing about 3 weeks. It was quick.
It was 3 weeks. They located her.
Yeah,
and he gave them. He said he gave them her job location or where she lived. What did Max B? What did they say Max B gave them? And that
her St. Nick location. He didn't give the exact building number, but he said like, "Hey, this is the building." You know what I'm saying? You could be. She'll come out somewhere around here. He didn't want to tell directly which building, what door, but he gave him the projects, like, all right, St. Nick. And then he also told him where she worked, Sin City, the strip club.
Okay, so where was she actually apprehended from?
Let's see.
Was she apprehended from the locations that Max B gave the law enforcement?
Oh, no, they got her at Sin City.
Yeah.
So she got arrested at a location that he provided.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, shit. The floor is open, my nigga. Like, and
Reek,
then once she got arrested.
My bad, Wack. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Adam. Go ahead.
I in the back of my head, I remember her being a stripper. So I didn't want to say stripper because I didn't remember, but now it makes sense that she was a stripper because she saw them flashing jewelry. They were spending bread. She a stripper. They brought her back to the telly. She saw what they had. Oh, they in Benzes. They got this. They got that. Called them to play. Perfect sense. A lot of that happened in New York back in those days. Look at that movie with J-Lo. With those women, what they were doing to those men. That shit was serious in New York.
Damn.
But yeah, you just confirmed that she was a stripper. I didn't want to say it because I didn't remember. It was so long ago. But yeah, there you go.
So now she goes from the information they got from Max B, St. Nick's to Sin City. They find her in Sin City. They arrest her. She goes in and she gives full statements on how it happened. And does she implement herself, or does she try to leave herself out of it? In this work.
Nah, so she says that he put her up to everything.
Oh, she flipped it.
Yeah.
She flipped it.
Yeah, she turned state witness and flipped it, and even separated her from their case. So it was just Max B and his stepbrother, and then she had her own separate one. She wasn't even a co-defendant anymore.
So it went from she called Max B and gave him the information on these two Latin dudes who got jury money and drive Mercedes and in this hotel, to Max B called me and the stepbrother and put us up to going in and doing a robbery.
No, it went from she called him to put him onto it, and he put it together.
Yeah,
so
it
she
went the
admits that
other
she
way.
called. Yeah.
So she never said she gave Max B this information on these people. Her whole thing is Max B called us and put us on the move.
No. She called him and told him about the guys and the money, but she's saying that he's the one that actually conspired the plan to do the robbery and all that. She just told him about it.
So she said, I just called and told him about these two dudes that I was with that got money and jewelry and cars. And he then said, okay, this is what I want you to do.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So she's trying to get out. They probably told her, Will, you gonna get this time for this conspiracy. But that body is what she was probably trying to get away from. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
There you go.
This, that, nothing. How much time did they end up giving her? Like a 10-piece, 15 or something?
15.
And they gave Pooh Sims what? 75?
Yep.
And they give Max B what?
75.
Okay, so now I haven't seen the paperwork. I'm hearing Max B got a time deduction.
Yeah, it got dropped down to 20 because his appeal went through, and then it got dropped down to 12. He'll be home November 2025.
Well, how long he been gone?
Since 2009.
9? Well, what are we talking about? What state is this? Jersey, right?
Yeah.
And what kind of time they doing? Nigga, that's 15 years.
Right.
So they must gave him, she out already, right?
Yeah, she's out.
And how long? She must have just come home?
Yeah.
Max B must have caught some time in there. He must have caught some time. That must be some other shit going on. So now, Pooh, yo, how did he get the 75 down to the dub down to the 12? How in the did he get that? That appeal paperwork ain't available?
The appeal paperwork ain't available, nah.
Why isn't the appeal paperwork available, Reek? You know all the appeal paperwork is available.
Yeah, I would try to type in his name and just type in appeal and maybe it'll pop up.
Yeah, when I pulled up the case.
You know what I'm looking for, Reek?
Yeah.
Does it say the Jim Jones S word?
Oh, nah, let me see.
And that's who, because if that must say sealed, it's a problem.
I'm about to tell you right now.
Bro, appeal paperwork is always available.
I can. Okay, let's see. North NewJersey.com. Okay, Friday, Superior Court Judge James J. Goodeye sentenced Wingate to 20 years based on time served. He could be out of prison as early as 2025. Upon entering the courtroom, Hackensack Wingate, now 38, flashed his parents and other supporters in the gallery a peace sign and later expressed gratitude for the judge's decision. I just want to thank y'all for the fair treatment. I'm looking to the situation to give me an opportunity to reunite with my children, my family. He told Gouda. The reversal by the courts was the result of a motion for post-conviction relief that Wingate's defense team filed in 2014. They argued that Wingate's previous attorney, Gerald M. Salucci, had a conflict of interest when he advised Wingate prior to his trial to reject a 10-year plea deal and take his case in front of a jury. So his lawyer told him, "No, nigga, take it to trial. Like, don't take that 10 years." And since he took it to trial and lost, he like, shit, I got 75 years listening to this damn lawyer.
But nah, he didn't take it to trial, because if you take a deal, you can't appeal. You know what I'm saying? So, the thing about it is, where's his appeal paperwork? For him to have a date, that appeal done already went in, been registered. Ain't no, I can go get you, I can get Meech's appeal paperwork.
Look, it says, not only was Cellucci acting as Wingate's criminal defense attorney at the time they showed, but he was also Wingate's manager and entertainment lawyer. Wingate at the time was a rising star in the hip-hop industry. Mr. Cellucci, by his own acknowledgement, believed that Mr. Wingate accepted the plea offer that was extended to him, that basically he would have made nothing off of Mr. Wingate while Wingate served his prison time, said John LaRocha, a member of Wingate's new legal team. On the other hand, LaRocha said Mr. Cellucci felt that Charlie had gone to trial and was acquitted on the street. He could earn more. He can earn millions. That was Mr. Cellucci's estimation of Charlie's talent, and that he had been able to do so. The new legal team has pointed at Cellucci's extensive disciplinary history, lend credence to the argument that Wingate received subpar counsel leading up to his 2009 trial. So yeah, he did take it to trial. They're stating that he did take it to trial and he lost.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But you telling me he got a time deduction from 75 years to 20 to 15 or 12 or something. All that got to be in form of an appeal. They just don't verbally tell you that. You gonna watch this. United States District Court, Eastern District of Michigan, Southern Division, United States of America, plaintiff versus Demetrius Flannery, right? Big Meats, case number 05-CR-80955. Honorable David Lawson. Stipulation to reduce sentence pursuant to Amendment United States Sentencing Guidelines Part A. On September 12, 2008, the defendant was sentenced to 360 months in custody based on his conviction of continued criminal enterprises and money laundering conspiracy. The total offense level at that time of the original sentence was 42. The defendant's criminal history was Category 2 based on 3 criminal history points. That's the thing that I was on Crip Mac about, them history points. The sentencing guideline range was 360 months to life. On June 14, 2021, this court reduced the defendant's sentence to 324 months imprisonment after USSG Amendment 782 lowered his offense level to 40 and the corresponding sentencing range to 324 months to 405 months. So before, he was at 360 months to life. He had no top. Now we had a top of 405, a base of 324 months. The parties agreed that the defendant meets the criteria under United States Citizen Guidelines Amendment 821 Part A and a recent retro amendment, right? Now, I know a lot of people that got out of jail on that shit, you know, where I want to say Trump went in there when it came to drugs and shit and put something in there where it lowers the category lowers, then they put you in a different citizen bracket. Now, you heard them when they said, you know, he had prior arrests, so they had him up there high. So, but again, that's appeal paperwork. That's big meat shit. So ain't no way dude's appeal paperwork ain't available.
But see, I'm looking at the stuff online right now,
Yeah.
and it's saying that Wingate, now 34, convicted 2009. A jury found that he had dispatched Leardom, his stepbrother's girlfriend Conway, to the other end. So it says in his appeal, Wingate also claimed that the jury had improperly instructed and imposed an excessive sentence and erroneously denied his motion for a judgment of acquittal. So it's basically looking like that they made a mistake They made a mistake during this thing, and his appeal is for that mistake, and that's how his time got dropped down because they made an error.
Okay,
He
so
had
this is
questioned
some
something
shit.
and it didn't go
This is
through.
some technicality shit in court.
There we go. That's what it's saying. Hell yeah.
Technicality. Okay, did Max B win his appeal? Max B had claimed that the jury had been improperly instructed and denied a motion for a judgment of acquittal. However, the court denied his appeal.
Yeah, they upheld the conviction.
They upheld the conviction.
I just found 2 websites that say it. I still can't find the appeal.
Where's the appeal to get? If I just read what got Big Meech his time reduced on appeal, why we can't find Max B's appeal?
Yeah, and that's funny you said that because I just found Pooh Sims' actual appeal paperwork from the court.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
He got denied.
Yeah,
I found
Jersey.com is saying the courts upheld his conviction.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. And Pooh Sims, you probably could find all the minute orders, everything tied to when he went to court based on his appeal. Okay. See, here goes the thing, right? Once start something, the next time it's pull Brady up. The next time it's put in front of them, they don't got a problem doing it again. Nigga do a robbery. The first time he a little nervous. Second time he a little better. By the time he get to his 5th robbery, this nigga's a pro. Right? Right. All right. Fellas, y'all remember when you got your first shot of coochie, all the unnecessary noises you was making, all that old bullshit you really wasn't doing, and you probably hurting them. But you know, as time got on, we learned to get a little more, better with our craft, right? Same shit. If a nigga told from the beginning, bam, the females in St. Nick Projects or Sin City, a nigga told because he was trying to get out of something. That's why niggas tell. Right? Right. So now, you come back on the appeal, Adam, I'm not tripping. The appeal was rejected.
That's what it says. They upheld the conviction, New Jersey court.
Okay. So now I'm trying to see if a nigga went back for his 2nd and 3rd robbery. Because for the time, this is what's me up. Adam, correct me if I'm wrong. You going under appeal, they reduced the shit. Okay, you from 75 to 20. Cool. How enough after the 75 to 20, how enough does something come along where you go 20 to 12?
He could have told on somebody else.
There you go.
Because let me tell you something. I know something for a fact, Wack, because you know my uncle got that book out, okay?
Yep.
His partner had 2 life sentences, okay? He went for an appeal and lost. And you can look at the appeal. It says he was being bitten by rats. He was living in harsh conditions. They said he did not give anything good, any sufficient evidence showing that we did something wrong. Appeal denied. After doing 10 years in prison, he was still able to tell on people. And he's home now. Now, if you beat 2 life sentences, you beat the feds, you're going to be the new Teflon Don. You're going to be on CNN News being reported.
Unless you out for other reasons. See, with me, Reek, is you just told me went from 75 to 20. Okay, let's say that's your appeal. How did you get down to the 12? Did you go for another appeal?
Man, they're talking about time served shit. Like, I don't. Oh.
Y'all will tell you this. People be leery about talking about this Max B guy, wherever he may be.
Yeah, and that appeal shows 2012. That's when NewJersey.com posted that. So he went in for the appeal 2012.
Nigga, that's 12 years.
There There you
No,
go.
but he went into jail. He went into jail in 2009 though. So 2009 to 2012. So he was
That's
in jail
3
in
years.
2009. Yeah, he
That's
was
3
already trying to
years,
kill
but
him.
it been 12 years. So you telling me in 2012, no, he got denied his appeal.
Yeah, in 2012.
So what year did he get it? The time dropped from 75 to a dub.
2016.
4 years later, based upon what?
And they said an error. His
Okay.
new legal team said it was an error.
So
Said
they
that,
take off 50 years, right? Okay, boom. So where did the 20 years down to 12 years come from?
man.
Because on the
That's
12,
one
he in
hell of
New
a
Jersey, right?
technicality.
Yeah, that's a hell of a technicality. 50 years shade, that's a one hell of a technicality. That's a technicality with 3 sides, nigga, and a tall glass of lemonade and a flask of Hennessy for a nigga if you want to put it in his back pocket. That's a technicality.
Right.
That's a hell of a technicality. Uptown, bring your ass up here. You a studying attorney. Yo.
It ain't nothing I can think of that can give you 50 years off, bro. I ain't nothing I can say.
I think they'd damn near dismiss the whole case before they give a nigga
That's
50.
if it was a technicality, they using something like that, and they're not even saying what it is that the time.
They
was.
would say that though.
Just look at like with Boosie. Boosie was looking at the bullshit, then that Duarte shit came out, and he beat the joint. But this is a state situation. But I don't see, like you said, he dropped this in 12 and came back 4 years later. Even though they denied the appeal, the paperwork had to be there 4 years later.
I
no
think
appeal.
we might have some shit. J.O. dropped some shit in the chat. Reek, let's see what this is. Is this what you've been reading? Just the estate of New Jersey versus Charlie Wingate. Notice for publication without the approval of the appealing division. Superior Court of New Jersey Appealing Division. This is the same docket number, A2090-0911 or A3757-09T1. Is that the same sheet or just something different?
I think that's the same thing that I have in the link. Let me see.
It say 2012, but it don't got no other date on it.
Yeah, August 2012 decided an appeal for the Superior Court of New Jersey Law Division of Bergen County. That nigga was around in Bergen County. He out of his mind? Oh, hell no.
Oh yeah, the link that I put up top says August 30th, 2012. Okay. So yeah, this is that paperwork where he admits that he cooperated.
But this keep pumping appealing. Oh, that's why you can see everything. This is the appeal paperwork.
Oh, the link that I posted up? Yeah, that's
the appeal paperwork.
Approval of appealing division.
This why you can see all the statements. See, that appeal shit show everything. Your ass is grass. I'm at the bouncer there. Yeah, they told on the bouncers everything. So you got the telling from the appeal.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I thought that.
Okay, so did the telling in the appeal come as new information?
No, he was saying like, man, I cooperated. I helped y'all locate her and all that. Like, why all this time? That's why he emphasizes that. Like, I helped. Like, how am I? Remember, everybody's like, how did he cooperate and get 75 years? He wasn't doing the same thing. I helped y'all find her. Shit, what the fuck here?
Yeah, this bad business.
Wingate argument that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities is also a devoid of merit. It was Conway, not Wingate, who admitted her complicity in the crime and testified against Leardom, which is Pooh Sims, and Wingate. McBee, the statement Wingate provided to law enforcement authorities about Conway's whereabouts can hardly be deemed cooperation.
Hold on, stop right there.
Yeah.
See, stop right there. See, in life, this is why niggas can't do drugs, right? What I'm talking about. Let's go to it. What's the meaning of hardly? Scarcely, used to qualify a statement by saying that it is true to an insignificant degree, right? Not to say they didn't do it, but it was done in a minute way. So hardly doesn't mean he didn't.
Right.
Right? That's just a word they chose to use to try to soften up the blow. Is
right.
what I'm saying.
It says Wingate also argues that the court erroneously failed to find any mitigating factors. Specifically, he argues that his conduct was a result of circumstances unlikely to recur because he would have nothing more to do with Conway. He also argues that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities by helping them locate Conway. So you think that's why his time got knocked down, because he was emphasizing that he cooperated, and they dropped it down to 20. And look what I just sent to your phone. Well, that's from the New Jersey Corrections website.
Yeah, but does that appeal say anything about being denied? Or is it saying granted?
Let's see. Well, the link is right up top, Adam, if you want to click it. Let's see.
Yeah, my bad, man. I wish I could instead I'm driving. But
No,
it
I got
should
you.
say either denied or granted. Appeal.
You're right. Let me see. Yeah, you're right. Yo, man.
Oh, I know. I know.
This shit is New Jersey. Wingate defended plaintiff. Decided. It says submitted March 27th. Decided. This shit bad because we don't know if a nigga heard something and did something and worked something and did something else. Confusion. Appellant Kevin Pro.
Yeah, in prison you can't even talk about the dirty work you did because people are listening to try to get off time.
They try to get off time.
Yes, sir. So, I mean, I don't know. We got to find out.
Yeah, where's this shit say denied or granted? Evidence was permanently solely cooperative, greater than evidence which pertains to the defendant to have justified. Oh wait, evidence which pertains solely to co-defendant Leardman was so desperately greater than the evidence which pertained to the defendant that have justified servants. I find that the level of attacking between the defendant and co-defendant did not warrant. Point V, the aggravated 40 years base custodial sentence imposed was manifestly excessive and represents a misapplication of judicial discretion. So he's saying he was imposition of base sentence in excess of the statutory authorized minimum 30-year sentence on the defendant's conviction for felony murder on count 2 in excess of the statutorily authorized minimum 10-year sentence on the defendant's conviction for robbery and kidnapping on count 3. 4, 8, and 9 cannot be supported by qualitative analysis of the aggravated and mitigating factors present. Consecutive terms on the defendant's conviction for robbery and kidnapping should not have been imposed. Okay, so it looked to me like they ran the nigga concurrent. That's what they did. So what they did for all his cases, they said, okay, this charge we're giving you 40. This charge we're giving you this. This charge we're giving you that. It looks like everything got ran concurrent. They said consecutive terms on the defendant's conviction for robbery and kidnapping should not have been imposed. So they gave him separate time for the robbery, separate time for the kidnap, which they are now running concurrent. The trial court failed to take into consideration the real-time consequence of the mandatory near periods of parole and eligibility. Did the state prove beyond a doubt that defendant knew and possessed a weapon for unlawful purpose against the persons? Point 2. The trial court committed plain error by failing to instruct the jury on theft as a lesser included offense of robbery, not raised below. He argues that Rule 377 permits 2 or more defendants to be charged in the same indictment. So it looked to me like they did adjustment of his time. Okay, did this say granted? I'm looking for the granted shit. They go all the case study, Brown versus this and all this shit. The trial court analyzed and balanced the factors weighing in favor and or against serving the cases for the trial. The court actually acted well within its discretion when it denied the servant's motions.
Hey, Wack, at the end,
There it
like
is.
part 4, it's saying, conclusion, we affirm the convictions and sentences of Wingate and Leisure. Affirmed. That's the same one for 2012. So this is basically, it seems like whatever happened in 2012, they upheld, they didn't reverse anything. They say, we affirm the convictions and sentences of Wingate and Leisure.
Yeah, they maintained it. They didn't reduce it based upon this appeal. So how the Lee get it?
This is the 12 joint where they denied it. So if they came back at 16, we would just see something that say 16 on it.
Yeah, where's that work at? Or was the nigga working another way? It's right here, bro. They denied the appeal.
Yeah, it says March 19, 2010. I'm checking online right now. It says on March 19, 2010, Max B was granted an appeal with a new trial and lawyer.
Yeah, granted. And then this is the 2012. That means
Right.
they approved his appeal to come for it to be heard.
They granted, I mean, you listened to it in 10, they just submitted it, and then they knocked it down in 12. Because it was decided March 27. That's, I guess, when they said they could listen to it, and then it's August 30th, 2012. At the end, it's saying they affirmed the sentences of both of them. I don't see nothing on here to talk about 2016 at all.
And it was spell out. You see how I just read Big Me shit? It spelled out where he was at and where they put him at. So he was at 400 and some months to life, and they end up putting him at 324 months, which is like 27 years. Because Trump dropped the points on drug convictions, which put him in a different category.
You see what I sent to your phone?
Yeah, I see that, but it ain't.
So right here, it tells you, it says the offense date, September 22nd, 2006. Sentence date, September 16, 2016. And then it says mandatory minimum term, 17 years. Maximum term, 20 years. Current max release date, November 9th, 2025.
But here goes what's crazy, bro. You showing me something that says a sentencing date 2016, right?
Right.
The nigga put in for an appeal 2010 and went in the courts for the appeal to be heard 2012.
Right.
And then, in 2012, the appeal was denied. But now 2016, he has a different release date from the 75 years.
They gotta put why he
Right.
played with the numbers. They just can't play with the numbers without saying why they did it.
Yeah, because it tells you the date he went in. The date he went in, September 3rd, 2009, admission
Okay,
date.
what was the
But
day he was convicted? He was arrested 2009. I would think
right.
the nigga only fought it for a year. Because in 2010, he filed an appeal. In order to file the appeal, you got to have something to file an appeal on. That means the case got to be over.
According to the jail website, it says he was sentence date September 16, 2016.
That ain't making sense, bro. How
This
you
is
sentenced after, is that resentencing?
yeah, remember because they redid his shit.
Okay, but we don't, the paperwork we looking at in 2012 says appeal denied.
Whatever happened September 16, 2016, that's when he was resentenced because it says sentence date.
Now,
And
here
now
goes
it
the
says
difference.
mandatory minimum something. Yeah, so
We
that's when they
can
changed.
see what happened in 2012, right?
Yeah, we see what happens in 2012.
So why we can't see what happened in 2016?
And if they resentence him, you gotta have a docket number to show it.
Only thing don't get a docket number. I've never seen a cooperation number. I mean, I know it sounds crazy. They gonna wear me out on the blogs. I'm just weak. Listen, I ain't got no dog in the fight. Don't know Max B. Never talked to him. Got nothing against it. We just going over the paperwork, trying to figure it out. Cause Pooh, the dude, his stepbrother keeps sending this shit. So we going through it. I actually thought, after speaking with Reek earlier this morning, that it looked like Pooh had created some fake paperwork, but it looked like Reek and them then went and dug up some real, this is from the court's paperwork, and shit, by us reading this shit, the math is mathing.
Right.
Want me to do shit, I mean shit.
Right.
All that popularity vote and all that shit, and keep telling niggas, just cause you got the popularity vote, just cause you can whoop them ass, just cause you got more money than them, just because any of this shit does not erase or take away from the fact if you violated them street code, them street rules, bro. That's the case, nigga can say well shit. And what you get 2 million, you could be a snitch, it don't matter. Everybody be trying to get to the 2 million. Nigga get caught doing something, oh nigga, you got 3 million. You can tell them it don't matter. That ain't how this shit work, bro. And I know some people gonna steal from people for whatever reasons. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? We get that. But that still doesn't eliminate what is right in front of us.
Yeah, so he a rat.
Yeah, something we can't see. He 2009, he's arrested. 2010, he puts in an appeal, which Uptown walk with me. That mean the nigga got convicted within a year, which is crazy because a case like that, you fighting at least 3 to 5 years.
Well, it happened in 2006, the murder, and then it says he bailed out in 2007 for $2 million bail, and then he took his case to trial and lost.
So he
in
was going to court.
2009.
Oh, so 2009. Okay, so he lost the case in 2009. He
Yeah.
didn't just, and when he lost, that's when he went into custody.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That makes sense. So then 2006, crime was committed. 2007, he's arrested or whatever. He bails out. He fights it from 2007 to 2009. As they call it on the East Coast, he blew trial in 2009. He gets in there. Appeal attorneys file their shit. 2010, he files an appeal. 2012, he goes back into court on the appeal. 2012, he's denied the appeal.
Yep.
He still got 75 years, no time taken off, none of that.
Nope.
2016 is showing resentencing with a 50-year time deduction.
Yep. When I typed in Max B resentence, it says on August 30th, 2012, Max B appeal was denied and he was set to remain in prison to finish his 75-year sentence. In mid-2016, Max B's convictions were vacated. On September 16, 2016, he pleaded guilty to aggravated manslaughter and was sentenced to 20 years. Then his release date for 2025.
Yo.
You heard me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know what the time in the block. It's nothing that shows us the appeal was granted. We got appeal denied, 2012.
Yeah, the internet just says
he
that it was
pled
granted.
guilty on that appeal?
Yeah, he pled guilty. It's saying that he pled guilty.
Probably better off taking that test.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, if my attorney talking about, think if I know I did some shit, I'm gonna take that deal.
White Rack? That Wack.
If you talking about took a 10, he probably would have been home in the 5 to 8.
Right.
Shit, he would have been on the Kardashian show with Max B. I mean, I'm Max B with French.
Damn. This shit took a nasty turn.
Right.
In the block.
He for sure had a bullshit lawyer.
Reek, you ain't got no other second docket
to the
number or nothing in your research. No other second number.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now.
Nah.
I'm looking. I'm searching. Under his name, I don't see no second docket.
Nah, it ain't. It ain't.
Nigga, I'm in the Max B second appeal docket. See, we can find this, but you can't.
So he basically didn't really explain.
No, he didn't explain. And if he got something based on his legal counsel, that it'll be appeal paperwork trail. Be trail.
I just put something in the chat. It was in the newspaper but in Bergen County. It's saying the same thing he said. What it said, it was done by a superior court judge. But like you just said, I still don't see no paperwork, and it would have to be a petition for a post-sentence motion. Motion for post-sentence relief. That would still be somewhere on a piece of paper. So when only thing that's where he to corroborate what he's saying is another news article. Whoever told them that saying the same thing he's saying, but it say the name of the judge, which is Superior Court Judge James Judah, and it sentenced him to 20 years based on time served. But where's the paperwork or the docket that say that? It's just him saying it in the newspaper saying it.
Yeah, so 2009 to 2025, that's 16. The website, as far as the New Jersey prison website, says a minimum of 17 and a maximum of 20. So he'll be eligible for parole November next year. Yeah. So is there anybody on stage who doubts that he cooperated, or is there anybody that's still like, because in the beginning, oh man, Max B wouldn't do that, man, he wavy, Max B this, Max B that. Anybody still believe that Max B stayed solid and didn't do no bullshit, even though still, you know what I'm saying, cooperating, she told on everything? Does anybody feel like Max B stood 10 toes, or can we all agree that Max B did some bullshit?
But Reek, why did we know it say he dropped it from 75 to a dub, but why? And then why is it? There's no actual record or on the docket. Why did they drop it down to that? What reason? And again, if he got a motion for post conviction relief, somebody had to put the motion in. They had to bang the gavel for it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Order just can't go. directly to the jail and calculate your time, it has to be an order. So where's the order?
Well, he's making like he had a bullshit lawyer that had him agree to something, or something that
That's
he didn't want to
cool.
do.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. But are you at a bullshit lawyer and ineffective counsel? That has to go in the record. How do you know that the lawyer is bullshit? You have to file some type of motion stating and show them why you had ineffective counsel. Ain't no judge just gonna take it out the kindness of his heart and say, "Oh, we feel like we had ineffective counsel." If it's an order to bang the gavel, it has to be entered in the order. How did the jail know to knock your time down from 75 to 20? You get what I'm saying? How did they figure it out? They had to send them an order. So where's the order?
Right.
But I'm gonna be real. I've seen this before. I hate to say it. That is the difference between West Coast, the South, and East Coast. What I see all the time. The South, they just ignore it. We act like it didn't happen. We saw that with Bun B. We saw that with this nigga Finesse 2 times. We can expose a nigga. What's his other nigga down there running around? The producer nigga running around with Chris Brown. Texas nigga told on the people. We brought them on the app. They just ignore it. South just ignore it. Gunna know what's going on. The West, we are going to convict your ass. We gonna go over the work. We gonna go over everything. That's it. The East, nigga, them niggas will go to talking and laugh and talk around it. And nigga, yeah, that's what happened. That nigga said, he said, how'd you go from 75 to 20 to 12? He said, well, I had this to vacate, whatever, for the attorney. But the 12 is really what I was going to be doing off the 20 based upon me going to that. So the 12 shouldn't even never been put in there. Right? Your reduction is 75 to 20. And he said what he said, but it's nothing to show what he said. Nowhere. We can see the first appeal denied based upon what he tried to do. He said shit should have been ran concurrent, it was ran consecutive, the kidnap, the this, that, and other. We see that. But we don't see where they gave the time reduction from 75 to 20. We don't see it, bro. We see the 2012 on where they denied him. We don't see it, and I really think at the end of the day, when he come home, it ain't gonna matter. Those is in favor of him. A guy like Jim Jones, if this was 50 Cent, his ass would be in trouble. But I think Jim, from the way it look, is a little spooky wookie of the dude. He might even try to beat a nigga friend and act like he don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you know why, Wack? Because he's gonna hit them with what they're hitting everybody with now. He ain't tell on me, so we cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the, what is this? The New Jersey Virgin County Records. And what I just found was that they're actually talking about, this is going back to that lawyer he had. It says,
that's the one I put in the side chat. It say the judge and it say why they reduced it. That's cool. But like I said, for anything that once the judge bang a gavel, that's an order. It got to get put in the record somewhere.
Right. But see, this is what I'm reading. Salucci is a former legal associate of Paul Bergen, a once prominent defense lawyer and former federal prosecutor who was sentenced to 6 life sentences in 2013 for murder, racketeering, and other charges. The state's disciplinary review board, which reviews ethics complaints against attorneys, admonished Salucci for misconduct in 2007 and again in 2012 in connection to cases stretching back to 2003. Salucci, who's Max B's lawyer, was suspended from practicing law in 2014 and again in 2016 after the board ruled that he had committed numerous violations of the state's code of professional conduct. His offenses range from conduct involving dishonesty, fraud, deceit, and misrepresentation to lack of diligence. Salucci remains suspended according to the state records. So Wingate originally committed witnesses testified during the trial that Taylor and his friend Wingate when it was not in Fort Lee when the crime occurred. Soon after they arrived, they arrested. The motion for post-conviction relief that ultimately proved successful for Wingate concerns Salucci's handling of the case outside of the courtroom. The motion for post-conviction relief that ultimately proved successful for Wingate concerns Salucci's handling of the cases outside the courtroom. I don't know. Looks like Salucci, and
That's cool.
yeah,
That's cool. Now here go the thing. He could have on a case. He could have on a few cases.
right.
The appeal paperwork, the trail to be there. It'll say based upon the misconduct of his defense. Boom, 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 bam. I got a homie named Tadpole at 25 to life. He got out after 10 years because of that shit. It's like misrepresentation or some crazy shit like that. Right?
Yeah.
But paperwork is there. We just trying to figure out where it's at. And to go from a 75 to a
Dub.
That's what we trying to figure out.
So what do we want to see on this new appeal thing? What are we exactly looking for? Like
A date,
Nigga, we looking
Granted.
for
anything,
it's
any
simply
record.
saying based upon defense attorneys, actions, malpractice, misrepresentation. There's been a time, Mr. Whatever Max B is getting a time reduction from this to that.
oh, so we want to see where they actually said this is the reason why.
Right.
So we're still questioning the reason why his time get reduced, even though all these websites are saying it got reduced because of this.
Hey,
It's an
Rick.
We want to
order,
see that.
Rick. Got to be a docket. Like I said, when the judge banged the gavel, it has. How did the jail know to recalculate the time? What, they listen to Max B told them to do it? It got to be an order. Something has to be there to say it.
Hey,
Somebody
Rick.
had to type that appeal.
Yeah. Hey, Rick, does that article have any sources at the bottom that may lead you somewhere, possibly? Where they said about that lawyer. Hey, how you doing, Wack? Salute.
Thank God for my man Adam in Uptown. You must have bullshit.
Is there? Let's see.
They sound real knowledgeable about that lawyer situation, so a lot of times they'll have sources at the bottom that we may be able to trace.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, Reek, we ain't here to crucify him because we had already been frying his ass up. We just trying to really make sense of this shit.
Damn, Max B.
Yo, I mean, so far, I don't know. You been in here, Ghost? Let me give you a recap. So originally, we get the paperwork from the stepbrother, right? He sends the paperwork saying Max B told, right?
Right.
The boy, Pooh Sims, right? He said that Max B he told where the girl was at, which ultimately led to her arrest, and then she gave up the goods. So when Reek was going through that, he found some inconsistencies with the paperwork that was online versus what Pooh Sims sent. So that was this morning. I ain't knowing that he kept reading through it, because my whole thing was, there's nothing in it saying the cop saying it. Nothing in there saying he gave actual statement. So going through this paperwork we got, Max B gives the actual statement. This is the appellate paperwork of 2010, which was heard 2012, where it says Max B saying, I cooperated and gave you everything you needed. Boom, 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 boom. He said the girl lives in the St. Nick projects and she works in motherfucking Sin City. Right? I asked the questions, where they catch the girl at? They caught the girl at Sin City. Girl get caught, she go into custody. She tell them that Max B called her and the stepbrother and put them up on the move. They got her on camera at the hotel days prior, so on and so forth. Right? So they ultimately hit Max B with the conspiracy. You the one put together the play. So on that note, and Max B knew she was involved in the crime. She actually was with the dude to go in the spot. They go in there, ain't no money. They get $800, a laptop, and a watch, and some Louis or Gucci clothes. This is what they get, right? Max B contacts them, or they contact him on the phone. He tells the law enforcement, I don't want to talk on the phone, I'll come in. He came in, gave them those statements, and left. And then I guess after that, when they called her, she gave her statements. They rearrested nigga. He fell out, fight the case on the street 2-3 years. 2009, he get convicted. 2010, he files the appeal. 2012, appeal goes in to be heard. They deny it. And 2012 is denied. So he had 75 years. Now 2016, they're saying, he's saying he had a misrepresentation of legal, and they gave him a 50-year time reduction from 75 to 20. Well, shit, 55 years. Right? When Vlad asked him, he wouldn't give a straight answer on what's what. Here goes the problem, goes. We don't see no paper trail, no docket number, no appeal, no nothing of this happening in court. We see the other appeal being denied in 2012, but we don't see you being granted this based upon your legal representation in court. We don't see it. We can't find it.
But look at this, Wack. You said something key. If I heard you correct, did you just say that in Max B's appeal paperwork that him and his lawyer filed, that he admitted that he gave them what they wanted?
All day. That's there. Up top, that's there.
He a rat then. He a rat. That's it.
Clear as day.
He admitted it.
But now what we trying to figure out is, that happened prior to the conviction. What did you do to get 55 years knocked off? I'm with you on that. He told on that. How you go from 75 to 20? That's what we trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Wack, see what happens sometimes. What happens sometimes is them niggas, okay, they'll cooperate, right? Especially like in the feds, they get them Rule 35Bs where they get deals for cooperating while they in there after their conviction, right? Maybe that's the type of situation he got going on, that he going back for that appeal. Right. You see where I'm going, right?
Yep.
Ghost, this was make it worse.
That happened.
What'd you say, Uptown?
This would make it worse. I'm reading.
That I know somebody that happened to. He was locked up for 10 years, 2 life sentences, told after 10 years, and he was the main one they wanted, and they let him go. He went home for Thanksgiving dinner.
What Dell said, I read the thing anyway about the judge or whatever, just read it again. But this would make it sound weird. So at the end it says, given the factual basis of all that's going on in this case, Assistant Bergen County Prosecutor Martin Delaney said on Friday, we thought that the right, just resolution would be to enter into this plea agreement. So this was the idea almost of the DA. Given the factual basis of everything that going on, the lawyer and all that, we decided that it was best to give him the plea agreement. That's what the newspaper says. And that was the quote from the district attorney.
Okay.
Not the judge. No. The DA decided to give him the plea agreement. That was the best thing for them to do.
Even though they already won the appeal in 2012. Interesting.
Appeal. They came back again and decided that based on him having a fucked up lawyer. And then, if I'll go up a little further, it says, Saluti, which was, I guess, this Max B attorney, appears to have tried his best to win at trial. His judgment was compromised. This is not a case that should have been tried. So this is basically saying that the DA is acknowledging that the defense attorney was in over his head and should have made a plea agreement. So he going back years later after the appeal was denied from a judge in the appellate court, The DA, out the kindness of his heart, decided to go in there and make the deal because it was the right thing to do.
Damn, that's a nice DA.
So you
Hey,
saying
Wack.
it worked?
Hey, Wack, these last couple months you been sending the
That's
Coke
the
boys a lot of work, ain't you?
That was just what that was based on a newspaper article that they quoted the district attorney.
No, where's the pillage? Where's the paper trail?
Right.
Ain't no paper trail. The DA, given the factual basis of all going on, we thought that the right just resolution would be to enter into this plea agreement.
But what do they submit after saying that? I think is the
they ain't do nothing. There's no paperwork to say.
Bro, I ain't going for that because if a cooperating is cooperating, the first thing he says is he's worried about that.
No, I'm not saying that exonerates him from
you. We got all the other paperwork. Now we ain't got no paperwork on the time reduction to 55 years.
The fact that the DA said I'm the one that gave it to you and I feel it's right that you get it is what make it even worse to me. If the DA quote and say we felt that you deserve this time cut is only right.
wow.
Yeah, but see, they're gonna tie that in to some type of case law.
That's what I'm saying. But the fact that he didn't do it and it's just all we hearing from is the DA saying I thought it was right. Why did you think it was right?
Because it was that conflict of interest with the old lawyer. You got
I
that
get
with
that,
the new
but
lawyer.
you decided you realized that a certain amount of time later.
Are you saying that?
Yeah,
Are you saying that it was a possibility that Max B could have got the whole thing overturned and they offered him that and he just took it?
That's not what I said. The way I'm looking at it is, why is this DA so nice after you lost the appeal? Ain't like you got him on the ropes.
That's a fact. We got the appeal paperwork where he lost. We got that down up top.
Wasn't that with his old lawyer, Salucci?
But it says But it says that Salucci he did a try. Don't let me lie. Let me say Salucci appears to have tried his best to win at trial, but his judgment was compromised. This is not a case that should have been tried. So if it shouldn't have been tried, and you feel like it was that deep, and you want to be nice, why you ain't just throw it out for him?
What's that DA name?
No, he should have took the plea. Is what they saying. He shouldn't have. With his counsel, he shouldn't have told that nigga to take it to trial. He should have told that nigga to take that 10 years and go sit down. But no, he told him to take it to trial, which is a conflict of interest because he was his business manager and some other shit that with the music shit. So that was a conflict of interest. That's why he got that lawyer, and they came back with a new trial. What they do? They retried him or some shit.
Okay, now Fox.
They resentenced him.
They entered into a plea agreement. Not no resentence. They
plea agreement. Yeah.
So we don't know what's in that agreement.
And we got the paperwork to everything.
The plea agreement was he took the manslaughter.
That's great, but where's that at?
Where's that at?
You don't get nothing for something. I mean, this is in the world. You don't get something for nothing.
Fox, where is that at? We got everything else. We got when he Fox, you do agree he told, right? We got to work.
He shouldn't have told where the girl was at, but they didn't catch her at Sin City. They called her in the subway.
Nah, bullshit. They got
they called her in the subway.
Fox, in the work.
Unless you says they called her in the subway. Hold on.
It don't matter where they caught at. He still told.
No, but hold on. No, it do matter, Ghost, because they caught her at one of the two places that he told.
No, they didn't. They caught her in the subway.
Okay, so what is saying?
I'm gonna post the link in the chat. What's up?
No, we got the work up top.
Nigga, this is the work too. This is case law. This is from the girl shit.
So if they caught in the subway, McDonald's, Mickey D's, or whatever, he's still told.
Okay, so Fox, so let me ask you something, because I was telling them the difference between the East, West, and the South. The South just ignored like it didn't happen. They don't give.
He did bad for even speaking to them. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying. But first of all, how to come to him? Like, how they come?
I already asked that question.
How did they get to him? That's what niggas need to ask. How did they get to him?
Listen, we asked that question. I asked that question. But at the end of the day, it don't matter. Listen, if a nigga tell on me, don't mean I can tell on them.
Facts.
I'm from the real part of the streets, my nigga. Just because a nigga tell on you, don't mean you can tell.
Look at that link that I put in the chat, yo.
Also,
right?
if a kid,
That's Tina Conway. Go through that.
So I
Fox,
asked,
is you trying to say it's okay for him
you were there
telling?
where they picked it up at.
so I said, so Fox is saying because somebody told on him.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just
He's saying
asking. Period.
because it didn't
How did
pan
they
out
get
the
to
way he
him?
said it
He
was. It don't
wasn't
count.
there. How'd they even get to him if they didn't have Pooh or the girl?
That shit don't even matter.
I'm just
don't
asking.
matter.
How?
Somebody had. Matter, but I definitely.
I know it don't matter. He still did bad. I'm not saying that.
I asked that,
Just
right?
asking that question.
I asked because the whole thing was, I'm gonna be real. As of this morning when I talked to Reek, it was looking good. It looked like the nigga Pooh Sims had some fake paperwork because we was lining what we pulled from the real courts to his shit. His shit had misprints, shit misspelled, but as Reek read through it, it's in there. The nigga's saying that he told where to grow St. Nick Projects or Sin City, right? I don't know why. Do you know the girl? Hell no. You know where she be at? I don't know her.
Yeah, the link he got say Subway. Yeah, the link that he just sent says Subway.
What does our paperwork say?
The paperwork that that I was reading said that it at Sin City.
Yeah, what was that? The shit.
I thought you read she was
typed
either
out?
at Nicholas
that was
you reading the shit Pooh Sims typed out. That ain't official. That nigga typed that shit up from the prison.
Yeah, that was the Pooh Sims shit.
Yeah, he
that
typed
was the
that
Pooh
up.
Sims shit. Now listen, originally when I came in here to run this room, I thought I was gonna debunk Pooh Sims. Fox, this real talk. Because we seeing that it's some inconsistencies between the two work, but then we found the work from the courts. And the work from the courts, because my thing was the police said. It wasn't nothing that said he said. The work from the courts identified that nigga gave information on the girl. Now here go Fox. He knows the girl is part of the move. He knows this. The girl in Pooh Sims is part of the move. When her name come up, this nigga's supposed to go deaf, dumb, and blind. You know the girl is part of the move. Fox, you with me on this shit?
Yeah. He definitely did bad by even talking to them.
Now, I just got the content. Here we go. Send that shit, bro. What I've been saying, Reek, I said if the nigga, now I'm gonna tell you why I'm looking for his appeal paperwork. I just got a text, Ghost, from your right hand saying his appeal paperwork is sealed. Your right hand just text me that.
That's why the DA
there you go.
Right. That's why.
What have I been saying, Reek? I said, Reek, did this nigga got the Jim Jones shit going on where it's sealed?
Got that S on it.
I said it. I said, bro, we've been combing through this shit. Anybody been in this group listening, they know how we do when we on some bullshit. We really been playing this shit fair, trying to like really understand this shit. And we got a timeline. 2006, all right, he's questioned or whatever. 2007, he's in custody. He bails out $2 million. He fights it for 2 years to 2009. He gets convicted. He goes in. He files for appeal in 2010. Fox, he's granted the appeal 2012. He goes in there for appeal, denied. Judge denied the appeal. Paperwork up top, 2012. Next thing you know, in 2016, it's a time deduction from 75 years to 20 years. So we've been sitting here. We didn't already establish, he told. You did too much talking. We didn't establish that. It's out of my mouth. It's right there. Max B, you gave up information on one of the people that you knew was involved in the crime. Period. That's a no-no with anybody getting mad. I don't give a nobody above or bigger than the program. Wack, why you talking about it? Because it's content. That's why I'm talking about it. Tried to rob me yesterday, nigga, and I talked about it. I talk about my guy, but it is. Shout out to R&B, because she got off with that 9-4. Boy, you niggas got ran off by ordained minister. You weird ass niggas. Boy, listen. But listen, let's get back to the subject at hand, right? We cannot find, it's been our biggest thing. We can't find the appeal based upon this attorney shit. And I think what happened is that this attorney got in trouble with another case, and based upon that, he said, this is the reason why I got 55 years deducted. And then you got a DA over here who he working with, cooperating with. Okay, but since the attorney's in the situation, we gonna say to the news, this is why this happened. That's great. But like Uptown
Scapegoat.
said, when that gavel hit that counter from that judge, it's a docket number, case number, and a descriptive from that court stenographer person sitting there typing, going in the public records. But now, people is telling me the money is sealed. The appeal is sealed. So Fox, me, you, him, them, they, her, whatever the want to call the person, when we see a sealed appeal document, how do we see it?
You told and you want to hide it from the world.
We already see he's capable of telling. We see that from the statements. See, Ghost, this is the difference, bro. Ghost, you didn't watch me, Ghost. East Coast, West Coast, down South, I don't give a who you is. I'm going to read the shit. I'm going to call it as I see it. I'm reading shit. See, my man Fox, typical New Yorker, he goes on mute. If we'd have been talking about Ice Cube right now, that nigga Fox would not be on mute.
Said the nigga did bad by telling her. I don't know about.
We talking about if we got a sealed appeal file, how do we see that, Fox?
The nigga a rat, man. That's it.
That nigga a rat,
hold on. We got content. Word then got to Pooh Sims. Pooh Sims says he's calling me and he wants me to record his call. Boy, look at here, boy. This I done brought a different vibe to this Clubhouse shit. All right, good looking out. There you go.
We got content.
Hey, Rob. Oh, shit. Yo, what I've been saying, Reek, what was I saying? Is this nigga appeal sealed?
Yeah, you said that.
Because we trying to pick through this shit. I'm really trying to, we established one thing. We know you told. Now, we trying to figure out if you kept telling to get a 55-year, nigga, that's a lot of time off, bro.
That's the vibes that sealing the appeal give me. Like, nigga, you don't want it to be out there that you even told some more to get that that shit reduced.
When
That's
was
the vibes
everybody else
giving me.
convicted?
When was their arrest? Probably when they was arrested. She told the female gave up everything. She got 15.
I bet you she did.
She got 15.
And what about the other guys?
The other nigga, the stepbrother, what he got? 75, 65? What he get?
It said 35 years to life.
The Pooh Sims dude?
That nigga got life plus 35.
Yeah, life plus.
Okay, so who the hell did he tell on to get that 12?
Okay,
was it
now what?
Somebody else? Was it another?
It's not 12, it's 20. 12 is what he threw in there to throw niggas off.
12,
He's
he's saying
75 to 20.
Count the time that he's already in.
Yeah, the 12 is some nigga shit he talking about. He shouldn't even mention. Nigga, you got 75 to 20 and you saying you gonna do 12 off to 20.
No, it was 12 more from that time.
Well, that don't make sense, nigga. Why would you do 12 more? Nigga, how much time
that
they
was
doing
what?
Jersey?
That was like, what was that, like 2015, 2016?
The nigga been down.
I know, but I'm talking about since when they re-sentenced him. They gave him that 20.
He been like down what? He been down 15, something like that. He been down. How much time they doing Jersey? Do half
that was
time?
What, 2009?
Yeah, he been down 14, 15 years. He been down 15. So 15 off a dub, I don't know. I don't know if they do 85%. I don't know what they do.
From the time
yeah, they do a lot, Wack, because my uncle maxed out in state before he went into the feds.
Yeah, I don't know. 85% is 17 off a dub. And we don't know if he didn't cost some time in there. What we do know is he's still in there. And he been in there 15. So it's looking like at best he got another 2 more left. Whether he gonna get out halfway house or some shit, I don't know. Right? But we're trying to figure out now. We didn't establish he did too much talking, which is classified as telling when he volunteered to go. You do know, Fox, he volunteered to go down there and talk to them people, right?
No, he didn't. They was running down on him on the street.
No, we got the paperwork. It's up there.
It ain't no state.
Reek, what it say?
Where?
So what's the question?
He's saying, I'm telling him he volunteered to go down there and talk to him after he got on the phone and told him.
They was running down on him on the street. Where did they? He went down to the precinct.
It's not the precinct. It says that they contacted him, and he didn't want to talk on the phone, so he agreed to meet up at a location and talk to them directly. That's according to the Pooh Sims paperwork.
Where's that at?
Now, that's according to the Pooh Sims paperwork. Nah, the link at the top says that he openly said that he cooperated.
Listen, let him talk.
Nah, but let Reek talk. He's gonna tell you right now.
Look, the information up top is where Max B states that he cooperated.
I know, I saw that already.
Oh yeah, where he said that he cooperated.
No, Fox, let me ask you something, bro. Let me ask you something, because I want to see if you gonna keep it real, right? Because I've kept it real in situations. You know, y'all don't find out what I do. I tell y'all what I do. It's like, do you know Max B, or this is like some New York shit for you?
Nah, I don't know him personally.
Okay, so what I'm saying, because like me, I told you 6ix9ine's told. I know he.
I already said he did that.
Like, I know, but what I'm saying, your energy is like as if you
no,
know.
I'm saying I know certain shit about this shit though. So
okay, all right.
I want to see where it says. I'm not talking about the Pooh Sims shit that he wrote out, that he typed out in that cell. Where's it say that he went down and met with them?
So let's start right there. So Reek, from what you got from Pooh Sims, from this just the U.S. law, can we determine that Pooh Sims then typed out some shit and changed some shit?
Well, his shit got spelling errors and shit that's missing, but what he's saying corroborates with what the legal stuff is saying. His stuff is just more detailed. Like, oh, we spoke to Charlie Wingate. He didn't want to speak over the phone. He believed that the phone was tapped. He wanted to meet near the George Washington Bridge, and that he was very cooperative and with assisting us with locating Miss Conway. So when you go to the actual legal stuff that's online, Max B admits, like, yeah, I did cooperate. I was helpful with this, about her whereabouts. I had no involvement in nothing, yada, yada, yada. So what Pooh Sims is saying, and what Max is saying, it's saying the same thing. It just, Pooh Sims shit gives more detail, like exactly where it happened.
So here it goes. I know where Ghost is going. Ghost gonna tell you, I don't give a fuck. He talked to the police. He talked to them.
Facts.
Right. So that's where he going. So Fox, do you do it matter where you talk to the police at?
Right. Okay. Nah, he shouldn't have gave no statement to him. Period. I've been said that. That's why y'all keep asking the same shit.
He could have told them that at the George Washington Bridge.
Because you are I never hear you when the little dudes ask me the same shit. I never hear you say, why y'all keep asking Wack the same shit? You are very touchy right now.
Well, I look like stepping up and saying that.
I mean, why you shit? You don't know this nigga. I think you know me a little better than you know this nigga. Fox.
Oh, we've been
I
with
think
Fox
you had more phone time, phone conversation with me more than this Max. So I'm gonna say to you, what do you look like stepping up and saying what you're saying?
Now you got enough niggas up here for that, B.
No. I'm talking about when I'm in your spaces. I never hear you say, why y'all keep asking Wack to say shit? We just trying to get clarity. Right? And I get it. You get Fox, one thing I can say, at least you will pull up and have a conversation. Right? We invited all the New Yorkers to pull up and have a conversation. It wasn't a one-sided thing. I really thought we was gonna turn the dagger on the Pooh Sims nigga until we read that he actually said what he said. And I'm like, well, shit. All right, because I thought Pooh Sims had fake paperwork, but the other real paperwork from the courts is saying that dude gave him the statements on the chick. Now, what's up in question is not did he tell. We all agreed he told, based upon the work and his statements, and the pilling work that he was denied. Now is how did you get a 55-year time deduction from
Hey, though, you
75
got
to
your
20?
lawyers. Get your lawyers to pull that work.
Bro, it's sealed. They showing sealed.
Where's
Per
it showing that?
your
Where's
man
it showing?
Big Chuck is sending me this info, bro. This ain't even coming from us, my nigga. This your man is sending me this info.
How's it gonna show it's sealed? If it's sealed, you ain't gonna see nothing, right?
That's where I get, for whatever reason, he said you're not gonna find it because that is sealed. Those documents where he got the time knocked off are sealed. So what we do know is this, Fox. The fact that we can't find it works against him, not for him. You understand what I'm saying?
Somebody might need to go down to Bergen County Courthouse.
Why? We can get all the other
Might not
shit
be
right here
online. You might
online.
got to go down to the courthouse to get that.
Fox. Nah,
That
bro.
nigga told, man.
Nah, bro. Come on, my nigga. Fox, come on, my nigga.
I'm just wondering on what.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. Watch this. This is me speaking. This real shit. Reek, and you know what's happening. If Wack went to jail right now for 50 kilos of fentanyl, right now, and let's say I found this fentanyl, nigga, in a duffel bag in the alley. Nobody gave it to me, and I didn't buy it from nobody. I got 35 years in the streets. You don't think I got some shit I could tell on if I wanted to tell? My nigga, you ain't got to tell on something directly tied to that. You can know about some shit happened over here, some shit happened over there, a cold case over here, a cold case over there.
Yep.
Like y'all got,
Y'all just
you can know that,
That's crazy.
Ain't no crazy. This is reality. You can know that your man is dealing with this nigga who dealing with them people across the border, and the fact that you gave him a lead and they get on it, and that lead led to that, and they say that was good information. Okay, boom. All right, we need 5 more. This is a fact. This ain't no speculation, my nigga. Niggas keep saying, what could a nigga tell on? A nigga tell on what he know or what he find out. You don't have to tell on anything that has anything to do with that case.
That's
That
a
nigga would
fact.
have told for the jump.
He told from the jump. He
He
appealed, bro. He was on the streets,
told
bro.
everything he knew.
He was on the streets, Fox. He fought it from the street. And then he got an appeal within the first 12 months. And it's granted, and then 2 years later went for his appeal. He really did tell from the jump, nigga. Between 2009 and 2010, he got appeal granted. He go to the appeal 2012. 3 years he been in now, right? He still ain't really said no time. He gets shot down. From 2012 to 2016, all of a sudden 55 years is knocked off. That's a 7-year span to get 55 years knocked off. Nigga, that's working.
Sounds like he gave a life for a life.
That's a fact, because murders don't have a statute of limitation. And now let's talk about it. I think, hearing what I hear about Max B, I don't know him, Fox. You know, you claim to know whatever you know. I know I got quite the reputation. My reputation comes from doing shit, being part of shit, being a part of shit. I wouldn't underestimate the guy that he's just as tied in and connected in his woods as I am in mine. Would you agree to that, Fox?
Oh, wait, hold on. I ain't hear you. What you say?
I would say what I hear about Max B, right? I feel like he's just as tied in and connected in his woods as is I'm tied in and connected in my woods. I got 35 years of all kind of shit. It's niggas right now that could probably send me to jail for life. We can send each other.
And Wack, you know how? All they gotta say is, I know what type of gun it was. And they're gonna be like, get out of here. What type of gun was it?
All a nigga gotta do, bro, listen, if you in the car, right, and you say, no, we was in a white car, it was a 9mm, The shots came from the passenger side, him shooting back across the street. This one right here, Reek, what I tell you, I said, shit, look like we might get clear Maxby, look like the pay. Nigga, you kept digging. You kept digging inside. I said, nah, Wack, it's right here now. I said, what the right there? That point, shit.
Well, nah, cause we always do this shit the right way. We don't want to. Okay, yeah, he good, and then a day later, oh yeah, he bad.
Yeah, because then it look like we ain't doing what we supposed to do. So we've been sitting here going through this shit, really going through this shit, and we didn't establish it. Told nigga, that's right there. This lady and Pooh Sims both went into the hotel room where a robbery and a murder was committed. You knew this shit. You weren't supposed to give them people no information on this young lady, period. Now we just stumped because we like, your appeal got denied, and now in 2012, now 2016 is showing your time went from 75 to 20, and we're looking for the paper trail to that.
Right.
Yeah, I think if we could have gotten that paper, this would have been over with.
And I said, unless this shit is sealed, bro. Unless this shit is sealed, there's no reason why we can't find it. We all in here searching for this shit. We can find another appeal, no problem. If you can find one appeal, why you can't find another? It's not going to be 55 years knocked off, and it's not in court unless it didn't happen in court. Anything happen in court is documented, paper trail. Anything, unless it didn't happen in court.
Man.
And you know what? This is one room to where we literally was picking through this shit as we went on.
Oh God.
Yeah, shit. Like, nigga, we keep it 100. We was only 60-70% prepared because it was other shit
that was still coming up.
That was still popping up.
Yeah. Yeah, when I said it for today, I thought it was all done, and something was just on my chest. Like, reading that Pooh Sim shit, then I started looking at other shit. I was like, oh man, I already knew this wasn't gonna be no open and closed room. I didn't think it would even
bro, look, this is the thing, right? It has to be, bro. I don't give a f. Here doing a 75-year sentence, and your shit get knocked down to whatever because of a discrepancy with your attorney or whatever. Bro, they're bringing you back to court. They're gonna say, here's okay, we got Cash Jones. He's back on, due to misrepresentation by legal counsel, pursuant to section whoop case law, Gomez versus whatever, USC, boom, 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 bam, boom, 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 bam, where it shows boom, 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 bam, where he should have been advised this, and based upon he wasn't, he was given high terms, so we're doing to adjudicate or break down to a lesser, it's gonna be right there, bro.
Right.
You're not gonna seal an appeal unless it's that in it. I'm sorry. We can't find the paper trail. There's no docket. Where is it? We find the one from 2010 and 2012 where it was denied. When Vlad asked him, he danced around it.
Right. And you're close friends with French Montana. I wonder how's he going, because I know you're going to talk to him. I wonder how
I already told him we was running the room.
Yeah, but he probably thought it was going to be in favor.
Well, listen, I thought it was going to be in favor.
Right.
Until I got in the room, and I'm listening to what y'all talking about as we listening. Nigga, I'm like, wait, hold on. I gotta follow what you said.
So we've came to the conclusion, man, and everybody knows that I'm a big New York music fan, Jim Jones, Max B, all of that. I didn't want to do a room where it was just, us just stamping someone, calling them a snitch based off what someone else is saying or based off some paperwork that looked kind of shady with a lot of spelling errors that me and AP observed. But through further investigation and looking through it, we can honestly confirm that man said way too much. And according to the streets, the code of ethic, Max B snitched. It's official. There's no way to go about it. There's no way to look at it any different. Now, the court may say, hey, the information that he gave us about her whereabouts has no effect on the time that she got. It didn't really help solve the case. He didn't tell us that she did anything illegal. But we did meet up with him numerous times and inquired about her whereabouts. And he was more than cooperative to tell us where she worked, where she lived. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what we would consider snitching. Oh God. Everyone knows when the police hit you up and they ask you, hey man, such and such. Oh, where's your brother at? Police knock on your door. Where's your brother at? Where your mom at? You was trained as a child to be like, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh, when the last time you see him? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You never be like, oh yeah, he was just over here yesterday. Oh, you know where we can find him? Yeah, he right there at the liquor store. Or he be right there at the park. That's where he work out. You never do that. You know better. Max B definitely knew better. The pressure got real. It was looking shady. It was looking grim. He didn't know how this shit was about to play out. And what he did is something that we can't just turn the cheek on, man. I don't give a wave he is. Big fan of his music. But we can conclude this room and basically state, man, that Max B is no good. Is there anyone on this stage right now that would like to beg to differ or point out something that may be a different of opinion? You're not going to be able to change our view, but anybody got a different point of view you'd like to point out?
Yeah, that was posted said, Wack, we definitely got your Texas paperwork online. All of it.
Right.
He said he gonna hit LaDana and see where they found it. But he definitely, that nigga still got his phone number.
Damn.
That nigga's talking about, Wack, come on, what did he tell me to come on the stream? Come on my shit online, let's battle it out. No, he said, Wack, your shit online. He said, nigga, I read your shit for 2 days straight, nigga, on my room. He said it should be on his replays over there, whatever this room.
No, that nigga is just talking, cause
I mean, the thing about it is, and we still gonna stand on it, we just want to see it. We can't find it. We can find his other appeals. We can't find that one.
Right.
But he even admitted that the nigga ratted. So, like, what more can you say? You admitted.
No, he admitted. Yeah. But it's like he getting mad because, and at the beginning of this room, I was like, well, shit, that's in dude shit, but this don't look like it's all the way authentic. And it ain't showing nowhere. It didn't read like, nah, Wack, we read through this other work. It's right here. So I learned about that on the floor.
Right. It's going to be an interesting phone call with you and Pooh Sims, because now. I'm
going to have you on the jack too, Reek.
Okay, yeah, for
sure. 3 ways, because I'm going to let him know, bro, what's up with these typos and all this shit? Like, I don't know dude either.
Right.
What's up with these typos and shit? Like, did you, where'd that come from? Now, we know that he gave a statement on the lake. We know that. We ain't even question that.
Right. Hey, man, well, shoot. This concludes this room, man. Max B's a rat.
End of the day, bro. Anybody was in that goo, this was one of them rooms to where niggas was figuring shit out as we went on. I ain't gonna lie. After being briefed by Reek this morning, I thought we was gonna come in here and show that Pooh Sims created fake paperwork. That's really what I thought it was leading to. Swear to God, I was like, oh, okay, well, shit. This nigga creating fake paperwork, then he need to be exposed for that. And then Reek and AB then found this shit, which is U.S. law. He like, Wack, we found some other shit and it's right here. I discovered that shit on this stage. Straight up. So now we established he gave statements on the lady that he knew was involved in the murder robbery. So that coming from the streets, that's a no-no. Anytime you give information on anybody other than yourself, you're telling. Okay, great. Now we're trying to figure out how he got the 55 years off and where's those documents. Maybe it was a misrepresentation of the attorney. Maybe he fed him some other shit. We're not gonna know until we're reading the actual appeal. Right now, we're speculating the things it could have been. We get sources telling us this appeal is sealed, and if this appeal is sealed, then we're gonna stand on the worst possible situation, which is you fed them other information to get the time off. That's it. As of right now, it definitely be a part 2 as we dig for the appeal documentations that show or justify a 55-year time cut. And we got Pooh Sims that's gonna call me direct tomorrow. Reek, I'm gonna make sure you on the jack.
For sure.
And, see how that shit go.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. Did Max B snitch and get 75 years with Wack 100, hosted by CEO Reek and AB, put together this content. And shit, this took some turns. And we gonna see. We established, yes, he gave information on the young lady. So where we come from, that's telling. Now we're trying to figure out how he got the 55 years off. We're looking for those appeal documents. We can find his first set of appeal documents filed in 2010, heard in 2012, which was denied in 2016 to show the time deduction. Vlad did an interview with him, but he still really didn't give Vlad a direct answer. So we still looking and digging. Stay tuned for part 2 of this shit is definitely coming.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
So man, y'all heard it for yourself. Wack 100 and CEO Reek went over the paperwork with a fine-tooth comb, and you heard it for yourself, man. You heard it. But in my opinion, he's definitely a snitch, a rat. But y'all know the story, man. Max B, his really name is Charlie Wingate. He's from Harlem. He's a rapper, and he came up with this. Well, I'll say pioneered the way sound and slang. His melodic rap style set him apart, and it just gave him a substantial following. It was in the mid 2000s, and he had a lot of mixtapes and collaborations with people like French Montana and Jim Jones. But, excuse me, as you all know, in 2009, Max B was convicted of murder, conspiracy, and robbery, resulting in a lengthy prison sentence. And initially, he was sentenced to 75 years, but his sentence was significantly reduced in 2016. And despite his incarceration, Max B has continued to release music and remains a respected figure in the hip-hop community. Now, his influence is often acknowledged by contemporary artists like A$AP Rocky and Wiz Khalifa, who have credited him as a significant inspiration for their musical styles. But you heard the content for yourself. How did Max B go from 75 to 20 to 12? That's a big difference. That's like a 60-year drop. So, I mean, you can be the judge for yourself, man. Y'all heard the content. So, I mean, that's your opinion as Mr. Charlie Wingate, a.k.a. Max B, a rat. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And subscribe to the media team, Clubhouse TV, Ray Give TV, Clubhouse Shenanigans, and the Ruminati Network. Hit that notification bell so you're always up to date when I drop fresh new content. And as always, I certainly appreciate y'all checking out Clubhouse TV, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out, y'all. Peace.